Prepare yourself, guys. T3.
Hello, welcome back to Talking Through the Media's studios. We're back on the rundown. This is episode 28, and we are going to go through the latest in entertainment news, a couple of movie reviews, talking things, and TV stuff, and like that, you know. I'm going to go as I go supersonic. And joining me today on the rundown, returning back to infect us with her laughter. See how I said laughter? Tabitha, Jordan, what's going on?
Hey.
Also joining us today is the one and the only Miss Joy Fagan. How you doing, baby?
Hello, I'm doing good.
Make sure that you enunciate.
Enunciate.
Everybody, I'm talking to everybody. Like start talking because I'm always like worried that the mics aren't turned up enough. So if you're watching us in the live chat, and we appreciate you if you join us live. Don't forget, you guys, you can also follow us on all the social medias at T3 Medias with the S at the end. And if you want to send a question, your comments, your any topics that you think we want to run down for the week, send it to us on social media or mail us at mail@t3medias.com. And if you can't catch us during the live show, you can always catch us on the podcast as well at T3 Medias on your favorite podcast of choice. I got through that pretty quick, guys. We're running a little bit late. We're like 9 minutes behind, but we're going to power through this, guys. So we got some topics that we're going to talk about during the week. But before we do that, I'm gonna waste a little bit of time here, real quick. I know Tabitha's like really nervous, like right now. Like I got to fix the. There's some things I didn't fix. Like, hey Tabitha, what's going on? How you feeling? Like 1 minute. Let's waste time for 1 minute. How are you?
I've been ill.
She's been ill, but
I've been good.
You look like you're doing better.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, I'm doing better. I'm back. Yeah, I got ill for a while. Stupid colds.
Yeah, there you go.
But-
Yeah,
Did you have the,
stupid ass colds.
Yeah.
Phoebe, sexy.
You know, everyone tells me it gets that way, but it did get pretty low and raspy. But I think I'm more like a screaming out Janice versus a sexy Phoebe.
It's funny that you mentioned that. Like, I remember there's this movie called Love Potion No. 9, Sandra Bullock.
I remember that movie.
It's my favorite Sandra Bullock movie, by the way. And there was a character in there who had this cough, and like I think she was a sex worker actually, and for some reason, her character, ever since like when she was like you open the door, she's like, "Hi, I'm supposed to be with you tonight." And for some reason, since I was a teenager, anytime I hear a woman cough, it's a total boner destroyer. I don't know why. I've gotten over it. I don't really care. If the option of sex is on the table, coughing won't kill it. But for a long time, that killed it. I've been like, ugh. So ladies, when if you don't want me giving you those the creeper eyes, just start coughing. Give me that. But ironically, if you go even further with it, it turns me back on, like the smokers cough. Hey, sweet, it'll be $50 for the hour. And I'm like, ooh.
That was a little too good. I'm really concerned about his smoker voice, his female smoker voice at that. It was a little too good.
Hey, sweetie, it's gonna be another $30 for the next hour if you want.
I don't think I can do that. No.
Also joining us during the live chat, guys. If you guys are watching us live, thank you for joining us live. We also have our navigator, Miss Nixon. She's in the live chat, our navigator. She's monitoring the chats, and she's supposed to be keeping us on track. So, Nixon, as you're in the live chat, make sure to remind us to stop stalling and wasting time. So, without further ado, let's get into the main topics of the week. So, starting with the first topic on the rundown today. Let me see if I can go full screen right here. There we go. There's the logo. And now let's see if this actually works here. The first. You know what? I know what to do. I know it. I can fix this.
You said
there we go. Wait, is it gonna work? There it is. First topic of the week. So, Five Nights at Freddy's. Five Nights at Freddy's has the movie has found its director. Emma Tammy has been picked to direct the long-awaited Five Nights at Freddy's movie, and from Blumhouse. So, Five Nights at Freddy's will be coming to Blumhouse. It's still in production. People were wondering what's going on with Five Nights at Freddy's. Is it still happening? Are you guys excited about Five Nights at Freddy's at all? Do you know anything about it?
Absolutely zero interest in this whatsoever.
Yeah.
Let me switch the cameras real quick. Go ahead, Joy. What were you saying about that?
Zero interest in this. Zero.
Well,
There's
you're
negative
not
numbers.
really a horror person.
No, but on top of that, this combines the other thing that I hate more than anything as well.
Sex with me.
No.
Ooh. Lost a train of thought.
A lot of animated. I don't like animated stuff.
Okay, I like animated, but I am in the same boat. I'm like, why are we wasting money making this movie? That's my full opinion.
What? No, elaborate. Why are you saying such atrocities?
Why is it an
Miss Tabitha?
atrocity?
Because it's like Five Nights at Freddy's. It's one of the, okay, so it's
Your
one of the
response
most,
to
it's one
why
of
is
the
it
most popular
atrocity?
games out there, right? And it's something that
With
the
who?
Five Nights at well, people who like horror.
No. Who is their main like targeted?
This was like a thing that little
Well,
kids were playing.
Yes.
I mean, so the concept of Five Nights at Freddy's is it's like something about like a security worker is working at some building and like imagine Showbiz Pizza or Chuck E. Cheese. You know those animatronic like little things. Or imagine like at night the security guard is watching the building and then these animatronic things come to life and he has to escape or something. From what I can understand, now forgive me guys if I'm not giving you guys who love this game credit. Like this, I'm just simplifying. I've never played the game or anything like that, but it's Halloween. Come on, it's supposed to be horror.
Again, zero.
Like,
Zero.
I got nothing for this.
Nothing.
You're not even remotely getting close to even convincing me to care.
You know, oh my, you know, as they say this, you know what you guys are reminding me of? It was on TikTok where some guy was flirting and what's her name? Something RX. What's her name? Something RX, the nurse that's on TikTok. Some guy said something stupid on TikTok and she stitches in, she goes, "I've literally never been drier."
Absolutely.
So
100%.
Okay, so Five Nights at Freddy doesn't excite them. And look, I've never played Five Nights at Freddy, but this looks like an interesting ass like horror movie. I mean, I'm into horror. I like watching some horror movies. I want to see these machines come to life. These fake ass Chuck E. Cheese animatronics. I want to see it. I'm interested.
You know what I don't need in my life?
What's that?
Nightmares about things in my house coming to life and trying to kill me.
What's wrong with that?
Any animatronic. Do you know how many? I have children. Do you know how many things that I have in my house that could try to kill? No, I'm out. Why would I enjoy that? No.
Because trying to survive, you have to scoot over to the right. You're right. You're right. Good, right there. There you go. You're in frame now. There.
Freeze like that. The rest
Just like this?
Yeah. It's. I mean, just like Chucky season 2 has just started. These.
I have zero interest in Chucky.
I feel like sound like a bunch of haters.
I am out loud hating.
I'm fine with that. I don't.
Oh, now Navigator says there's a little lag happening right now. Is there something going on?
Yeah, I have a lag.
Again with the lag. I'm gonna have to figure out what's going on with that. Like Navigator says, there's a little bit of a lag. Let me find out what's going on. Let me do this, babe. So they'll be able to hear you, but your camera's not gonna work. Let me do this. Let me turn off Discord real quick and see if that fixes anything. Give me after a while. Keep monitoring this. I just turned off Discord.
Okay.
Tell me if the lag ends. I want to see if that's what's, because we had a lot more, like half of the people that were watching us just went away, probably because of this lag.
Yeah, I'm still lagging.
Okay, we're still lagging.
But I'm also not in the same. I mean, this of course is a little back, so I'm not even in the same place.
Let's see where.
I say anytime I'm looking at the chats, it's always behind.
Is it? Well, yeah.
Oh
the
yeah,
behind,
there's definitely
yeah,
there's
the
always
delay.
there's always a 20-second delay.
But that's why I didn't know if it had caught up to when he had
Yeah,
disconnected.
at this point, it should be there now. So let's see. Let me refresh it.
Yeah, I'm still lagging.
I don't.
But I'm also not in the same. I mean, I've got my
There,
volume up.
yeah, I can turn the volume up because I want.
I don't like hearing
want to
my own
double check.
voice.
I just want to double check to see. I turned it off, and I want to see if it. Let me refresh. Let me see if it's still lagging. Let me know.
There's a delay. There's always a 20-second delay. But that's why I didn't know if it had caught up to.
It's animate. It's starting to animate now. I can see. At this point, it should be there now. So let's see. So it's definitely Discord.
Yeah, because I will say when we were first going, this was even showing it was lagging.
Yeah. So now, yeah, it seems fine now. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Navigator says it seems fine. So it's Discord. That's the thing that's, you can turn it on.
Thank you, I turned
that's
it down.
That's the thing that seems to be, I can try to fix that and bring up Zoom, but it's going to be,
No, just go.
just keep
Yeah.
going.
Let's rock and roll.
So yeah, sorry about that. So I'm gonna have to figure out why we can't get this thing going with Discord. And if I have to go back to Zoom, I just have to go back to Zoom because it's a 30-minute show. So anyway, and thanks Navigator for keeping it. Also, you remember time keep. Make sure we jump into the next topic. We've been like 5 minutes on this topic. You guys aren't
So let's
really.
not talk about jumping to the topic, and let's jump to that topic.
You guys aren't really excited about Five Nights at
No.
Freddy's, so you don't care.
We don't really care about
You
it.
don't really care about the director Emma Thompson, Emma Tommy, who. Okay, so I mean, let me give her a little bit of her respect. I mean, she's not. She doesn't. To me, she doesn't seem to have much of a history in not as far as like directing. I only saw like 2 movies that she's directed. Emma Tommy is a filmmaker from New York. She was introduced to the cinema at a young age by her parents, both actors. After graduating from Wesleyan University, she completed an internship with Robert Altman, who remains a strong influence on her work. She has directed The Wind, which is a movie about a plains woman facing the hardship and isolation of untamed land in the western frontier in the late 1800s. She's also directed a TV series and 2 episodes in a TV series called Into the Dark, a horror anthology series with each episode inspired by a holiday. So this is her work on as far as horror. Both of these are horror-based things. So not much of a history in like directing. Like she hasn't. She probably has a lot of credit in directing as far as maybe a lot of maybe like little projects. But as far as like so, Five Nights at Freddy's is going to be her biggest project to date. So I don't have any expectations. I'm not overwhelmed, underwhelmed. I'm just whelmed.
I'm not even whelmed.
Yeah, there you go. So whether or not we're looking forward to Five Nights at Freddy, let us know what you guys think in the comments below. Are you excited about Five Nights at Freddy? Are you not excited about this at all? Do you play the game? Let us know in the comment section below and share your thoughts on that. And if you are a Five Nights at Freddy's fanatic, tell me why I should be playing this game. And we will talk about it on a later episode of The Rundown. All right, moving on to the next topic. So
I mean, I liked the episode. I liked Daredevil's walk of shame. That cracked me.
That was the best.
Barefoot, just like.
I thought it holding his shoes, and I was like, "Oh my goodness, yes."
Yeah, he totally did that walk of shame. We're gonna get into that. So in this latest episode of She-Hulk, we finally got Matt Murdock, the Devil of Hell's Kitchen. He finally makes his arrival. I'm full screen, guy. I know you guys see what's the animated there, but it's not on that. It's on me. The Devils of Hell Kitchen. He finally makes his his debut on She-Hulk. So, and you know what? For the past 2 weeks, I hadn't said what I normally say every episode. I always say, this is the funniest episode yet. I thought every episode was getting funnier and funnier, but the last 2 weeks, it didn't really make me laugh. This one is the funniest episode since like that first episode. This might be
truly
my
enjoyed
favorite
it, yeah.
episode.
I truly enjoyed it.
So what did you enjoy about it?
I mean, I just thought it was a nice comedic relief to some of the stressors that she had been faced with. I think that's what the problem was with the last 2 episodes, is they were more focused on these intense stressors and irritations, and then this was a nice comedic relief to that. So I really enjoyed that sort of bring back to that. I mean, like you had said, Joy, the Walk of Shame was it was amazing. And I loved how they introduced him, as the lawyer, and like how his interactions were with her. Yeah. That was beautifully played.
You're getting ahead of me. So this is what we're going to run down real quick. So let's start with Leapfrog versus the Drip Broker. That whole situation with that lawsuit.
Yeah.
He's suing. Leapfrog, the character, is suing the Drip Broker for faulty workmanship.
Yeah.
Like in the middle of the fight. If you haven't seen it, my bad spoilers, guys. If you haven't seen it, Leapfrog was in the middle of trying to stop a robbery in progress, and his rocket boots
blew up on him, basically caught fire.
Up on him. And when Matt Murdock came in, because he represented the Drip Broker, I thought it was hilarious when they asked, like, "Are you representing yourself?" And the Drip Broker was like, "Of course not. Obviously." And Matt was just a little late, but he comes in straight up Law and Order fashion. Mm-hmm. Comes in a little late, but he comes in and he crushes it. This is She-Hulk. This is Jen's TV series, but she was obviously out-lawyered in this situation. He totally came in and crushed it. This is, and all the other episodes that we saw Jen when she was in her lawyer mode, she's very confident. She knows, she prepares. She does her thing. She is not an incompetent lawyer. And she probably, just like always, came prepared, ready to crush it. She knew her defense was stellar and ready to go. But Matt is Matt. He over-lawyered
I don't even
her.
think it was just the lawyering. I think he out-charmed her in the beginning of the episode. That was kind of like
in the courtroom?
Yeah, in the courtroom, like he out-charmed the scene because she's very charismatic within her scenes as a lawyer.
Right.
Like that's her power play whenever she's in those moments.
I did feel like she had to be slacking, because I think that would be an obvious thing if someone is saying this, costume or whatever malfunctioned or whatever, that you would go through everything in order. Mm-hmm. Okay, did it come with instructions? Mm-hmm. What does it say? Does it, take me step by step what was going on, so that she could have easily been like,
That's a good point.
What did he tell you? What did it say? Dude, you used the wrong stuff.
Like
it was such an easy...
Yeah, she's more meticulous than that, and she wasn't being very meticulous in that moment.
I mean, she didn't want the case in the first place.
Correct.
She was trying to get out of it.
Right.
She was already upset because, of course, the Drip Broker immediately was like, be gone with, like, get out of here. You're done.
All right.
Blocked out.
Yep.
So I think that let's go down the list again. So next, another case with conflict. Her boss.
Yeah.
Once again, she's like, I have a conflict of interest here in this case, and once again, her boss is like, I don't care.
I think he's behind everything.
Now you're with me. I'm feeling like he is somehow involved with that group of people that are are against her.
Played up to people's theories with her best friend.
Right.
Because when she showed up to get her ready for this gala, and she went into the other room, and Jen's walking backwards, it's like a big pause, and then her friend jumps out with hands full of makeup tools. So you jumped the gun on that, but you know what that reminded me. You know what that was a reference to, right?
The Wolverine.
Yeah, she had makeup things that was a Wolverine shout out. That was awesome. But go ahead, baby.
But no, I mean, people have been thinking that she has something to do with this.
I don't know if I buy the best friend part.
No, I'm not saying that.
So I'm not gonna lie.
No. I'm not saying that she is, but I'm just saying playing up to people's theories.
Oh yeah.
They were dramatically pausing, and you're waiting for her, and then she pops out with like you're expecting something to actually hit its makeup brushes, and then you're like, oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think that's so really comedically done well.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I thought she was something with the necklace that she was wearing, like she was like it was a star on it. I thought maybe she was a witch or something like that. But that moment when she kind of looked at the camera, maybe she is something. But even if she is, I don't think she's bad. I still think she's. Where in last week's episode, I'm thinking if they were gonna do a plot twist and it turns out she's evil, this is the time to reveal it probably in the next episode. Since they didn't, I'm thinking maybe the whole she looked at the camera briefly thing that people kind of held on to for a long time. That was probably just the actress just accidentally looking at the camera.
Could have been. My favorite, I will say my favorite thing so far about this show is how when they break the fourth wall, it's also they utilize that time to make fun of themselves in
they've done that very well
in this type of comedy.
Yeah.
And it's in my opinion really played up this slapstick comedy mixed with some modern twists and like with that wit, and that
whole little thing. She's like
talking about the end.
Yeah, she's like, I mean, I gave you the episode's done. Like I gave you everything.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, yeah, there's only one more episode.
Is this the finale? Yeah, I was like, that was so great. I was like, all right, I like self-awareness. I like what we're doing here. Yeah.
Going back to what was another thing that happened? Oh, sorry, that's the wrong thing. I got my things all mixed up. All right, let me go back to what we're running down. Come on. All right. Matt Murdock. We talked about Matt Murdock. Best litigation episode. Yeah,
absolutely.
I felt like this was the best litigation episode that they've done. With the scenes in court were done brilliantly. They brought in a lot of like legal lingo and things like that and stuff like that. Oh, and by the way, I'm using and Nixon. Let me know in the chat because I brought Joy's camera back up from Discord. Is it lagging? Is it not?
It's lagging.
It's lagging. All right. So let me shut it down again. All right. I brought it back up briefly when you were talking to see if it will last. So it's okay. So it seems like it's Discord. We're gonna have to try to get a more powerful computer, or we're gonna have to go back to Zoom. But sorry about the lagging, guys. It'll correct itself again. So it seems like every time you bring up Discord's not agreeing with the stream at the same time. So the lagging that you're seeing right now will fix itself temporarily. So the litigation was good. What's going the flirting at the bar, that scene. Come on.
Yeah, it was great.
The breaking of the fourth wall was done way better this episode.
Oh,
she
absolutely.
did it perfectly.
Like,
so when she looked at the camera and said, "Is it?" Yeah. What did she say, babe? Is it?
Or she was like, "Is it me?" Or I mean, are y'all seeing the same thing that I'm seeing?
Yeah.
Right. Like everybody could see what she was talking about. Let's see.
I really liked their interactions.
Yeah.
Oh, they were great.
Yeah. I thought that was brilliant. What was next after the flirting? Meeting
Douchebag.
Meeting Carl for drinks. The douchebag.
I really want to punch him in the throat every time he comes on screen.
When he was like, trying to obviously that humble brag about spent $1 million on this spirit from Wakanda, because I'm so down with Wakanda forever. And she's like,
I'm uncomfortable.
Like, do not do. Thank you. Like it was so much happening in that scene. It was so damn funny.
And then you continue with like, you want to,
Oh my God! Like for real, when I say I want to punch him, I really like kudos to the actor because he does that part so well. Like so frustrating well. Because I hate him.
Right. And Navigator saying that we've been on this topic for 10 minutes. The Daredevil fight, the hallway fighting scene, it reminded me of the Netflix hallway fighting scene. I thought they were trying to do a callback to that. They also pulled in the Daredevil music, the theme music, in one scene when he was first.
I did not recognize that. I missed
I
it.
heard when I watched it. I heard it. I was like, oh. So like, and don't read too much into that, guys. It's not like, oh, this is that same Daredevil. It's the same thing when like Charles Xavier was introduced in Multiverse of Madness, and you heard.
Oh yeah.
They're just doing a little homage,
Like a nod to.
Yeah.
So yeah, a little nod, like stuff like that. Daredevil versus She-Hulk. That fight, it was funny. I thought it was.
It was also funny he kind of called her out with, because she's ragging on him, saying like, you were gonna take them out one by one. Like I did it all
every 30 minutes or
instantly.
something like
And
that.
he's like, yeah, but you destroyed everything.
You're bringing up something that's very important right now. All the man babies that's always complaining about like how they like she's trying to make all men or everybody look like weak and stuff like. In this episode, Daredevil, the more experienced superhero, was staking his claim. I've done this longer.
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing. Follow my lead. You cannot say that she was trying to make Daredevil look weak or look woke. He was in the episode staking his claim, showing his leadership. I've done this. I know what I'm doing. Watch it, shut up. I know what I watch. I know this is your show, but this is my episode, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
So,
but she never backed down, which I love.
Exactly, which she doesn't really. She doesn't really have to, and that's good for the character too. It made sense for the character.
Absolutely.
She did not back down, but she also showed that it was a mistake.
Well, what I liked was she didn't back down, but she didn't back down in an aggressive way.
Yeah.
She actually even was laughing at herself in a lot of you're going to do this one every 30 minutes.
They never really came to an agreement or a conflict resolution on that situation where it was like following his lead versus her doing her thing because it was like. Because it was like I guess I'll bring up my. No, sorry, babe. I'm bringing up my ex-wife now. Like that situation where it's like there's two ways to reach the end goal or to reach the conclusion. There's two paths to the resolution. Both paths work, but it's like I want to take this path. He's like, I want to take that path. I want to take them out one at a time. She's like, oh, I'm a Hulk. I can just go in and smash every damn thing. Technically, both paths worked.
Both have a positive and both have a negative.
Both have positive, but both have a negative. His way would take too long. Her way was too damn expensive and destructive.
Yeah.
So it's like, it was a situation where it was like, she could have. It's her damn show. But she could have still, at one point, she could have like, you know what? Let's see. Just to feel him out. Let's see what he's talking about.
Yeah.
But at the same time, either way, I would have been okay either way. And I love the fact that they didn't really have a point where they were like, you were right, or he was like, no, you were right. It never really got resolved. So it was really one way or the other. So. I would go deep into a situation because the reason why I started bringing up my ex is because that was the thing that me and my ex would argue always about. There's two ways to reach the goal. Neither one is really wrong, but it's like it depends on the situation. Who's going to be the person to take the step back and just to get it accomplished, let the other person take
or have
the
a happy
lead.
compromise.
Maybe
both ways work in the situation, and you just got to manage to use your tools to figure out which one to use at which time. You don't screw a nail and you don't hammer a screw. So you got to have the right tools and the right
You got to get the right
aspect.
masculature.
I felt like
Yes.
I felt like in this situation, her being because he brought up such good points. You don't really act like you want to be a vigilante or a superhero. I do. I have been doing this. So for this one, just to.
Whether she wants it or not doesn't mean that that's like saying any newcomer coming into the world doesn't have a progressive thought that could be better than a traditional thought. So that argument of
No. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying what I'm saying is it would have been worth to try to see. Well, maybe I'm wrong because in a way she did do that with Bruce. When she was learning how to be a Hulk, and she had a good point where I felt like I took her side over him.
His traditional
because
way.
he was on the thing of this Hulk personality is a second personality. You can't control it. But what he didn't realize is her DNA, her Hulk experience is going to be different because she can control it. So in that situation, she was right. An unknown in this situation, I feel like Daredevil was right, but in her mind, she didn't know
We
that.
did see a little bit of an out of control Hulk. at the
Yeah,
end.
which was
Exactly
great.
at the very end.
Let's move on.
Let's level skip at the very end. Intelligentsia at the end, calling her out, saying, you know, she's also a slut, which was hilarious to me because that kind of triggered her at the end of the episode.
And they
where
really
she loses control.
and they really went like old Hulk.
Yes,
Yeah.
her.
yes, they
which,
did.
Which was the point, to try
Yes.
to get them to see her losing control, reminding people that these Hulks are
They have they have
dangerous.
extreme emotions.
Yeah.
It's an extreme emotion thing. I will say the one thing I did not like that they brought to this episode specifically,
Uh-huh.
and I was very underwhelmed, wholeheartedly underwhelmed, was her super suit.
I mean, we saw. I
They kept
saw her
hit-
super suit
I didn't-
in the trailers. So
well, I didn't see it in the trailers.
So I knew that was her super suit.
But like I'm talking about, if you're looking at it from episode to episode, they're all like very hidden about what it looks like. It's always in the bag. She's
Yeah.
like, "Can I see it?" He's like, no, and it's
Okay.
always this hinty thing. And then I was just like, "Well, this is a lame ass suit,
I mean, it's comic book accurate though.
but it's still lame."
but it's still lame.
They made this drip broker to be this all amazing thing and chic, and I was just expecting something
But the
different.
point of the suit is to be functional for what it's supposed
Correct.
to do.
But they've insinuated through the characters and the plot line that it was supposed to be something spectacular, and it was average at
But
best.
spectacular is subjective. I'm looking at it like it is spectacular. You're looking at it like it isn't spectacular.
Because
We're
they
both
hyped it
correct.
up, and I wanted some hype. Give me something.
You
Like,
wanted to see boobs.
it was a little conservative, yeah.
Well, it's Disney.
Once again, the lesbian. You gotta peel the onion, guys.
We also like, who did she see at the end?
Who did she what?
See, because
What
the
do you
very last second of the episode, she turns and looks and is like,
Wait, I missed it then. I must have looked away.
I didn't catch that. Is there
Yeah.
something I missed? Where
it's like a
something I
shocked
missed.
look.
there was a
She's-
gasp moment where she looked
yeah,
at something?
she turns,
Uh-huh.
sees somebody, and is like,
Wait,
Well, it's
where
like-
was she at again?
it was
At that gal at the
yeah, at the end
outside,
when they all had their
when
guns
they were
on
when
her.
they were arresting her.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I
And she
thought she was.
turns and
I
is
thought
like-
she looked into the screen, like fourth
I
wall.
thought,
break.
yeah, that's what I
turns
thought. I thought she
off.
was looking in the screen like, oh shit, I fucked up.
Yeah, like I thought that was what it was.
I felt like it was too much to the side.
Oh, see, I-
I took that.
I'll have
I
to
took
relook
that
at
as a damn.
'Cause I felt like she
this is
would've-
what Bruce was talking
Because
about.
I felt like she would have said, if it was to us, she would have been like, uh-oh.
Yeah, I
And some
mean,
words like,
That's not. I mean, I get. Well, maybe.
Yeah.
maybe
I'm gonna have to watch it
go back
again
and watch
now.
it again because me and Tabitha are thinking like it was oh shit, I fucked up, and you're thinking she saw something.
somebody.
I'm gonna have to watch it
Let us
again.
know in the comment section. I know the Navigator is like real pissed. Like, move on. Let's
Yes.
go to the next topic, guys.
I've been
And
trying to get him to keep going. He's going on these spiels. I'm sorry.
My bad. Stay in school. Okay. Me culpa. All right, guys. The next.
That's all.
That's it. That's
all.
the only thing
That
she's
is
trying
all.
to do.
That's all.
Lord.
As she sort of kind of cries.
Well,
or something.
I mean,
don't know.
she's got there's nothing she can do for me. I'm supposedly already going to hell, so gay.
I mean, but what about the people who don't believe in this shit? I mean, like, it's once again, it's that situation where it's like you're forcing your beliefs on everybody else.
Of course.
I feel like this is going to open up the gates of hell, and I don't want my kids to go trick or treating. You're like, well, that's your kids.
I don't
That's
understand
fine.
why she's even on TV. Like,
Exactly. How does this give her any 15 minutes of over there at Channel 13, wherever this is in Texas? It must be a slow sweep
Yeah.
because they really sought out this woman and really gave her an interview.
Her mom's sister's cousin's brother probably works on the channel.
Oh,
and mom's
you know
sister's
what?
brother's cousin.
You know what? That makes sense.
Yes. Like, seriously, I'm sitting here going, why is this on TV? Why are we talking about it, is what I'm saying. Because it's so ridiculous.
Because I haven't watched it yet. Have you watched Hocus Pocus yet?
Yeah, I watched it.
I haven't watched it yet. I'm gonna watch it,
Yeah,
but I haven't watched it yet.
I had a whole thing.
I mean, she's
Mom warms against Hocus Pocus
she's
too.
like literally trying to act like she's with the. I mean, I don't understand why people just aren't getting this. They're talking about stealing children's souls, and why are people not upset with this? Because it's make-believe.
Fake?
Like,
Does she think it's real?
she's one of those people that thinks the devil is speaking through these movies, and they're coming for you.
People used to be burnt literally at the stake for being. Witchcraft is not real.
Well,
No, it's not. It's like saying ghosts are real. If ghosts were real, then the ghosts of former slaves would have killed every white person in the world a long time ago.
Ghosts can be real and not kill.
Those
Those are not mutually exclusive.
There are people who are very much like,
I'll give you that.
I believe
witch.
I believe ghosts exist. I believe that witchcraft is real.
But your belief in ghosts being real does not affect me.
No, it doesn't.
Exactly. So that and that's the.
But your logic
you're
for
right.
slavery.
Why is this woman getting so much screen time from this?
I'm just saying. I'm pretty sure there are a lot of white ass men getting haunted, and as they should be.
No, but
Let me have somewhat just.
My point is, if poltergeists and ghosts and all that stuff were real, then a lot of white supremacists would be getting destroyed by former slaves.
I just don't think-
ghosts of so it's like all day.
But I don't think ghosts can necessarily harm. Ghosts are either like.
But according to this woman, it's opening the gates of hell.
Well, she also thinks that a make-believe movie is Satan. So honestly, I'm concerned about her religious beliefs. Like,
You know what she
that's
reminds me
fake.
of? What was that? Remember that movie Poltergeist? Poltergeist 2 when the preacher came to the door?
I don't watch those movies.
You didn't watch those movies? Like, oh, the.
Have you not grasped
Oh.
the fact that I do not do horror or scary?
Oh, God. What was you about to say, babe?
No, I'm just saying she's part of those
Extremists, yeah.
extreme.
Do you know we have
Nixon
one over?
says Chris isn't on Witch Talk.
That
Yeah, he's not. He is not on Witch Talk.
that are just they're so extreme, and
Yeah.
So-
everything is every single solitary minute of the day to them.
Yeah.
Is a ploy from the devil.
Yeah.
Everything.
They just.
I had
They
one-
can't take things.
Starbucks messed up my order. The devil.
Yeah. Literally, there's a guy with a microphone and his he's got his little walkie thing in the speaker box that's
Yeah.
over in League City that sits at the four-way stop there as you go to the League City exit. And I'm there and I'm sitting there in my 4Runner that has all its gay stickers, and this sucker sees me from the top of the intersection, walks across traffic, come and stands next to my truck and starts spewing his stuff. So me being the lovely person that I am, just open all my windows and turn it to Earth Gang. and on the song it's like, I don't give a fuck about you. And it's over and over and over again. And I just blast that shit as high as it could possibly go and go, okay, I'm just going to give you your own medicine here.
I saw a TikTok today that was two girls at a college campus who paid $20 to some dudes that were bagpipe players to play next to some protesters that had signs that said "Jesus love you" for like an hour straight. So
That's amazing.
Just to drown them out, and they were like, "We would have done it for free because we were here to do that." But thank you for the $20.
Yes.
And it was just so loud and so
Amazing. Just a little taste of their own medicine. And the best part is like, the car next to me is laughing hysterically because it was obvious I got pinpointed in that situation. And like, she's cracking up. The dude behind me is going like this because when I say it was loud, I was like, I'll blow my speakers. I don't care.
Well, there are a whole bunch on TikTok that are like Uber drivers taking ladies to like Planned Parenthood, and who are like, these protesters and I'm scared, and these ladies are like blaring really vulgar songs as loud as humanly possible, and I'm like, I'm here for it.
Yes, so here for this. I was enjoying myself.
Well, guys, what do you guys all think about the whole situation with Hocus Pocus 2? Do you think that if by watching it or exposing your children to it, that you're going to be opening up the
No, I don't want
hell gate? So let us know what's got in the comment section below. Share your thoughts on it, and maybe we'll talk about it on an upcoming episode of We Got Your Mail. Moving on to the final topic of the week. So, guys, I don't know if you've heard, but according to the internet, and you know everything on the internet is real.
It is true.
Pornhub has found an increase of step uncle and niece, searches have increased on the Pornhub show ever since the Hot D. We are in the middle. We're going to continue our Hot D recap, guys.
Oh goodness.
From now that Damien and Rhaenyra, what's her name? Rhaenyra has now married. So,
Her uncle.
So according to this website, according to this meme, actually, the Hot D is has
picked the most uncomfortable clip to play
no,
over
I did
and
not,
over again.
I did not. I
When you
picked the
left
most accurate clip. Look, there's the P Hub logo. I blurred it so we wouldn't get demonetized.
Yeah.
And there's the wedding. It's a beautiful moment.
Really?
The bloodletting?
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
keep it in the family.
Flesh of my flesh, blood of my blood,
Literally.
niece of my brother.
Yeah.
Like, what's wrong with that?
Uncle Daddy. Ugh.
Uncle Dad, the Dragon Daddy. Let me see if I can turn on. Oh, damn, I don't have it saved. Our navigator has created a great soundbite for it. I forgot to save it in there. I'll make sure to have it in there next week. But so
And the fact that they instantly went there.
Yes,
He was all like,
I mean, they've been in love with each other since.
well, you were a child last time. And she's like, well, I'm not a
she's
child
not. I'm not.
anymore.
That's the only thing that stopped him from fucking his niece.
He's like, well, I'm not a child now.
Oh my
All
God.
right, sweet.
How you like me now? Gold teeth when I smile. Try to
do
take me
this.
out the ghetto, but I'm still buck wild.
This whole episode was buck wild.
I mean, it was.
Oh.
But so the meme or the picture that came up was saying something like, ever since that episode or leading up to that episode, ever since House of Dragon pretty much has started, there has been an uptick in the
Step
whole uncle niece videos and stuff, and it turns out that was just an exaggeration. That is not true. There's no.
Those sites are filled with stepmom, stepbrother,
Yeah.
weirdness anyways.
Correct.
So,
Barely legal.
yeah, they love that.
That's so
Yeah, no
gross.
Dragon Daddy today, Nixon. Sorry. But yeah, so from the brag, no, House of Dragon hasn't started a step uncle fetish on Pornhub.
No, it's just already been there.
Yeah.
It's been there from day one. What the fuck y'all talking about? In the new series, we've seen a complex relationship between Matt Smith, Damien Targaryen, and his niece. I say complex, I mean sexual. Through a mutual misery, the two have increasingly grown fond of each other and culminated in their marriage in the latest
We're going to
episode.
go with fond. Okay.
Yeah.
Driftmark. In a recent Twitter post, the internet is losing it over the accusations that Matt Smith is to blame for a massive rise in step uncle searches on Pornhub. And this was the meme that was shared.
Why is he to blame?
Well, it's not he was not being. Oh, yeah, it's a good
Yeah.
question.
Why is he to blame?
Because he's the pursuer.
No, she pursued him.
Yeah, she came to him and was like,
She
look,
You know what that
pursued
reminds me
him.
of?
I'm an adult now. Let's
Do this.
Just like when a Florida teacher, because it seems to happen in Florida a lot, gets caught a teacher messing with their student, is like how the female teacher gets a lighter sentence than a male teacher would get because the act of sex is like the whole
Yeah.
thing about penetration. And mentally, people think, to perform sex, the man has to be mostly in control.
Well-
So some female teachers have been getting, in a lot of people's opinions, lighter sentences than male teachers would get in the same
And they
situation.
shouldn't, absolutely
And they
shouldn't,
should not.
because the
So-
male student is still the victim because his brain isn't developed enough to know that he
Exactly.
shouldn't be making that
So,
choice
but,
in
but
that
that's
moment.
but that's
Yeah.
the answer to the question. Why is it he's getting the blame?
I mean,
and
she
stuff?
brought
She's
all of it up.
pursuing
She
him
was like,
too.
Look, I'm an adult.
Yep.
I'm also going to be queen, and you wanted it. So, I mean, like, we get married.
Bam, bam. Thank
Hey.
you.
It's
No, let's do it.
It's a like people are asking, is she pursuing him just to protect herself for becoming the future heir to the throne,
There
or
are a
does she
lot of
really love?
reasons.
It's
A
both.
list.
I think it's both.
She does love him.
She's been pining over him since that moment.
Since that moment, and she wants to secure
I mean,
her position.
you know, after her and whatever that other queen,
the current queen, what's her name?
fighting about
Oh my
kids
God.
losing eyeballs and stuff, she's like, I have to.
Oh yeah,
I gotta
that,
get
that
more
rift,
power.
that
in this
rift is that's
situation.
it. There's no going back. They can't
No.
go back to being friends after that.
I think it's so frustrating as the viewer though in that situation, because you can see why they're fighting and why it's stupid.
Yeah.
Because her father
Set the whole-
manipulated this
thing,
whole
yeah.
thing to
And now-
create this.
And now she's drunk the Kool-Aid.
Yeah, she cannot get out of it.
past the point of no return.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's become this, they always talk about how they use a villain's story,
Yeah.
how their
The
origin story.
Yeah.
This is showing that in real time.
Yeah.
Because she is becoming the villain in front of your eyes.
Right.
But it's so frustrating as the viewer, because none of this conflict would happen if it wasn't for if people would communicate properly.
Right.
But then it wouldn't be a very interesting show. Communication runs everything.
But it turns out, so this article came out about about an uptick in Pornhub's. What do you see there, man?
We all need Jesus.
However, the minimum investigation you can unearth that the source, the Kennels News, is a satire site. So this whole thing was satire. And here's what I was saying to everybody before we started the show. If there wasn't an increase in Uncle Niece on that site, there is now. Because this satire site, I bet, even if the increase was like a 0.5%, it definitely ticked up now.
Okay.
Not
Yeah.
because of House of Dragon, but probably more because of this
Well,
damn
now there's
meme.
a whole tweet.
There's a Twitter thread
thread.
now
Now,
about
does
it.
she want Jesus in the Pornhub, or does she just want?
Blocked. You are all blocked. I am sickened. Yeah, you're all a bunch. Yeah, you're sickened, but you're
You're
still
still
click.
watching.
You still click, you little sickies.
Hi, Carly.
Oh,
Yeah, exactly. So it might be satire. It turns out it's all fake, but
Not
I bet-
anymore.
I bet you there is an increase.
What's the really, really sad part is not one of us is shocked by the fact that this has already probably existed.
Yeah. There was something that I heard on another YouTube channel where it's like Damien is to Rhaenyra. He's the uncle in the street, but daddy in the sheets.
Ugh.
God.
I'm gonna vomit. So much I'm gonna vomit.
Sheesh.
I'm gonna vomit. Ugh.
So let me know what you guys think about the Dragon Daddy.
I try not to.
Yeah. I was so uncomfortable, by the way. Like, when I'm like, I love the show. I got to get through this. Game of Thrones did it too. And I'm just like, I am the most uncomfortable I have ever been. Like, somebody please save me.
But why? I mean, it's the Dragon Daddy.
Okay, first of all, we all know I don't like daddy in any sort of capacity associated with a sexual act.
Let me see if I can bring our navigator in on this. Hold on one second, guys. Let me see if I can do this. Hold on. Bear with me, guys. Let me see if this works. I'm making this into I'm putting this into the sound.
I swear I'm working on
Oh.
Dragon Daddy. Dragon Daddy.
No, God, it's the worst. I'm so uncomfortable. I swear to goodness, I'm so uncomfortable.
Dragon Daddy.
Oh my God.
Dragon Daddy.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit.
Oh, so thank you to our navigator for bringing that sound bite.
I'm sorry, Nixon, but no, I can't. No.
Yeah, is it?
And
she's
he's
like,
gonna torture me
she's
with
like, you
this.
don't say it like me, Chris. I'm like, I don't. That's why. No, the delay is probably gonna kick in now.
You owe me something very nice for my birthday.
Oh, I do. Yes, I
You owe
do.
me something very
I do. So happy birthday to our navigator.
Yes,
It's
happy
her-
birthday.
It's her birthday, so appreciate you for giving us the soundbite for.
Dragon Dad.
Ugh. Stop.
I kept it on tap the whole time because it makes her the most
I
uncomfortable.
am so uncomfortable.
Yeah. Well, that's the show, guys. I appreciate you guys for watching this latest episode of the rundown. We were gonna do a game or something like that, but I was like, you know what? I'm like, no, definitely not gonna do it now. Since we had these little hiccups and stuff like that, but we're gonna do a reaction to some trailers and stuff that's coming up. So stay tuned for that on the channel, guys. Let us know what you guys think about the topics. Comment in the comment section below, and let us know what you think about the things that we talked about. If you have topics that you want to send it to us at T3 Media's on social media or at mail@t3medias.com. Check out our website and for more updates as well, and anything you want us to run down, send us a list. I don't know, your top 5 favorite scenes where a animated character was, destroyed by a nun or something. I don't care. Whatever it is, whatever your top five Marvel movies, top 5 DC movies, top 5 romance movies, whatever it is, whatever you want us to run down, send it to us and we'll run it down right here on the show. I'm trying something new. I want to go around, so I'm gonna send it over to somebody on the panel, and then that person, after they tell you where you can find them online, is gonna send it to the next person. So follow the rules, guys. So Tabitha, thank you for joining us here on the rundown. If you want to, people want to find you online, where can people find you online?
You can find me on the Ticker Talkers, or as others know it as TikTok, at Let's Have Fun 012. And then you can find me on Instagram at tabitha.jordan.18. That's me. And then we're going to take it to Joy.
Hello. You can find me on as I heard yesterday, the Yik Yak at Just Joy, and on Instagram, and I have an Etsy store, and it's Scrub Caps and More by Joy.
I want to know what the more is.
Yeah, actually forgot to bring it back to me, but I'll bring it back to myself. And Chris, if you can where can people find you online? Oh, I'm glad you asked.
No one's going to go there.
W. Fagan. But if you want to reach out to me, you can also go at T3 Medias as well. Send me your questions, your comments, concern, and all those things. And if you also want to talk about House of Dragons, just DM me and say,
Dragon Dad.
yeah.